Hey people, we're back. Okay, I just want to explain a few more things about dogs and people. So today we're going to talk about fight and flight. Okay, so there's a fine line between fight and flight with a dog. Okay, a lot of times dog, when I'm referring to fight or flight, there's a reaction to something and it runs away. That would be flight. So there's a reaction to something and then the dog wants to fight. So fight or flight. So if you're training a protection dog, there's a fine line between that fight and flight. Okay? And when it comes to dog aggression, okay, it depends on the age of the dog. Okay? Like I got Atlas here, my old guy hanging right here. Okay? The two young dogs that you see in my previous videos, Boss not so much, but Vinny wants to get the old man, wants to fight him from time to time. Okay? So some people would see that, they see Atlas turn. He does a turn, which is called a turn in dog fighting. When the dog turns away to the side or turns its back, and it'll even do it to us. If it doesn't want to listen, it turns sideways, it'll turn its back, whatever side it is. Okay? But that doesn't mean the dog's afraid. Okay? It just doesn't want the confrontation. Okay? This dog is 13 years old. The war is over. Will it fight? Yeah, it'll fight. Will it stand up for itself? Yes, he will stand up for himself. Does he want the conflict? No, he doesn't. Okay? And just like in humans, when they get older, you don't want conflict. Okay? You don't want to have conflict with people. Okay? You want to take it easy. The war is over. Okay? You're old enough to understand that life goes on, and just because somebody does an avoidance or a turn or doesn't want a conflict with somebody doesn't mean they're afraid. Okay? And there's some people that need to understand that. Okay? So when this goes on in dogs, don't mistake it for the dog being afraid. When it goes into humans, don't mistake it for the human being afraid either. Okay? So when you're training a dog, you want to keep an eye on that. Okay? That fine line between fight or flight with the stress and the reaction to it. Okay? And doing your obedience around it. Okay? And I'll explain more in upcoming videos because stress is a big part of my training. It's basically how I apply everything into the dog to get it to calm down. Okay? And that's how I get myself to stay calm in certain situations. Okay? Through stress and making myself uncomfortable till I'm comfortable. Okay? And I just want to say one more thing. Just because you fight somebody doesn't mean they're your enemy. Okay? Just because somebody's helping you doesn't mean they are your friend. Okay? So that's just something to think about, people. It's a nice night tonight. It's 7:30 Thursday, and tonight or tomorrow, depending on your location, there's going to be a lunar eclipse sometime after midnight. Okay? So that's it for tonight. Be nice to everybody. Be safe. And if you haven't subscribe. If you like the video, please make comments, ask questions, because I really like the questioning. Okay? And I'm not afraid of questions.